heat pump works by moving heat from one location to another, just like your fridge in reverse. This heat can then be used in the home to heat radiators, underfloor heating systems, or warm air convection heaters, and heat your hot water. What makes heat pumps so efficient is that they work by using electrical energy to transfer heat, rather than burning fossil fuels to create heat. Heat pumps only use a small amount of electrical energy to take low temperature heat from the outside air and, through a clever process using a refrigerant, change it to high temperature heat to warm your home and hot water. A typical air source heat pump consists of 2 fans, refrigerant coils, a compressor, and a heat exchanger or condenser. The first fan pulls air from the outside over the cooler refrigerant-filled coils. This heat, although cold in comparison with the home's internal air, is warmed enough to raise the refrigerant's temperature and change it from liquid to gas. This gas is then compressed using the electrically driven compressor, which reduces its volume but significantly raises its temperature. The heat exchanger or condenser then extracts the heat from the hotter refrigerant to heat your home. This heat can then either be blown around a property, that's air to air, or transferred to your home's wet central heating, that's air to water, and provide hot water. After giving up its heat energy, the refrigerant turns back into a liquid and the cycle begins again. Typically, air source heat pumps operating in Jersey are described as being more than 300% efficient. For every kilowatt of electrical energy that's used to power them, the heat pump produces up to 3 kilowatts of usable heat in return. In other words, for every £10 you spend running a heat pump, it could provide you with around £30 worth of heat. Heat pumps can extract latent air from outside air even when the temperature outside is below freezing. They deliver heat at lower temperatures over much longer periods, so good levels of insulation in your home is needed. You will probably need to set the heating to come on for longer periods, as heat pumps are not as responsive as traditional boilers. Due to the higher efficiencies and lower running costs, this should not adversely increase your bill. The best tariff would be Jersey Electricity's 24-hour uninterrupted heating tariff, Economy 20 Plus. This provides you with 20 hours of discounted electricity in any 24, with 4 peak hours, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. charged at a higher rate. Air source heat pumps are easy to install. All you need is an area outside to put the heat pump, with enough space around to permit a good airflow. Ground source heat pumps are even more efficient because they collect heat from the soil in looped piping buried in the ground. Usually between 100 and 200 metres of piping is needed. The pipe can also be installed vertically in a series of boreholes. Running costs are normally less than air source, although installation costs can often be significantly more. Heat pumps are highly reliable when installed correctly, and there are annual maintenance plans available. The pump itself has a life expectancy of around 20 years, while a good ground loop could last up to 40 years. You can also say goodbye to the flue and storage tank. If you wish to switch from a fossil fuel-fired heating system to a heat pump, Jersey Electricity offers 10 years interest-free finance to help spread the cost, subject to terms and conditions. You can use your own contractor if you'd prefer and still take advantage of the 10 years interest-free finance. To find out more about heat pumps, call 505 460 now or email jec@jec.co.uk and take control of your heating.